be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set, ready? 18 Gator. Mike 58, right there.
On first down, it's Kane, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, seam 6, 5.
Off play action. Eason. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Eason into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
Come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, Eason. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. 25, check 25, check.
And again this time to the tailback. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, wahoo!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason, pass incomplete.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, as he can really impact this offense. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He's got his big tight end, Fant. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 49 line. 15 line. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
They'll run on first down. Kane, and he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Operating from the gun. Eason. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Dancing to his left. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 20-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is the tight end fan. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Back to throw. Eason. Buying time to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. Carlson able to put this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, that drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsor saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. But then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they wanted to get those products out there. They wanted to stop that drive, just were unable to do so.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Snap.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On 2nd down, it's Stick. He's going to fire one deep left side. He's got a man, complete. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 39 that time.
And the Chargers first down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. They run on 1st down with Jackson. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 7 on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Steps away to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 95 yards. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, it's Stick. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
218, chopper. Yep.
44 is the mic. 44 is mic. Check.
Hey, Zoo.
Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo.
Hey, come on, no.
40.
First and 10, Stick. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10.
Yes. Say go.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 6th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, the first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Come on, D. Check 99. Check 99.
They'll try the left side. It's Kane, and he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. And an Allen to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On first down, Kane. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down, it's Kane. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Kane, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
From the 27, Stick. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
44's Mike.
On 3rd down, it's Stick. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Buzz. Get it.
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Stick back to pass. He'll get this to Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
60 Pittsburgh.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
Hey, team 6.
First
Team
down,
6.
Chargers.
Speed grip. Speed grip.
Now Stick. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, LA! In for the score as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Kane, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
60 Pittsburgh.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They come up short here on 4th down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jackson, and he's got some space here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain there of 30 big ones. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Here's Stick looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first and give them another 6, it's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Badgley on for the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Chargers 56, Riverline 6. Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something? And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 45. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Ready up.
Mike, 44 is Mike. Check, check.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Check, 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 check.
Hit it.
A shotgun throw for Stick. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Ready, ready. 15, Ronnie. 15, Ronnie.
Man up, deep, man.
Get it.
Stick looks to throw. And he comes back with one complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points.